Hi, and welcome to Hustle and Pro. I'm your host, Kelly Walker. We have an exciting soccer episode today, and welcome back. It's been a few years, right, Jack?
Yeah, it's been like 5 years, I think.
Okay, Jack Walker, my son, is my soccer expert for today. And we've talked about a couple other sports and things on this show, but today I want to hear your soccer expertise. We're doing this from the Dallas Cowboys podcast studio and our Visit Frisco Just a Kick Away campaign. So let's jump into some soccer. I want to get your input because I know you know a lot and have a lot to say.
Yeah.
So I hope you say it with me and my audience today. Okay, just to start off with, let's talk about like your soccer background. So I say you're a soccer expert, but what does that mean to you? Like, what's your playing experience?
So, I don't know how young I was. I think I was like 3 or 4. And then, so I was playing like, my dad was a coach and like.
Wait, soccer shots?
Yeah,
goes back to all the way back to soccer shots.
Yeah,
from what I remember.
It goes back to Soccer Shots, which was like my dad's friend's company.
Ian Stover.
Yeah, Ian Stover's company. That was like for young kids to just play soccer. And I did that, and it was like with a lot of my school friends.
Y'all were 3.
We were 3, so I wasn't even in school.
Right. Y'all were barely running around, and y'all were kicking a soccer ball.
And then...
But wait, back up. You said your dad's friend. You know how Dad and Ian know each other?
They played soccer with each other growing up.
At
Tech, yeah.
So Ian was Dad's goalie at Texas Tech on the club team. So, one day we were picking you and Knox up from daycare and realized, wait, we both live here. What are y'all up to? And Ian said, I have my soccer business. So we enrolled you boys in, and that was a long time ago. Okay, so then, you kept playing.
That turned into Steamers, and that was when I started. That was during school. Steamers was like 4 or 5 years long, and it was like a rec team that we played on with all my school friends and like a couple kids from different schools. But like we were all like best friends, but we were good. We were really good.
Oh, we're
like,
really good.
It's because at the end of it, everyone played club and rec Steamers.
Yeah.
So we were like, we didn't. I don't think we ever lost a game on that team.
Y'all were so good, and we it's kind of the 10-year-old time is when people say, all right, maybe we need to move over to club now, right? Like, is that a common jump?
Now, there's like 8-year-olds playing
Earlier.
club. It's so.
It jumped. They did you jump over from rec to club a little earlier? There's so many clubs here that will take you younger.
Like they just keep getting younger and younger.
Yeah. Okay. Then when you jumped over to club, do you remember all your club?
I was at FC Dallas for a year with Coach Mario, different Marios.
Wait, not Tony?
No, Tony was not my first coach. And then I was there for a year, and then I went to Tony's for 2 years after that.
Tony Graham.
Yeah.
Shout out.
He's
been on this podcast before.
With Asher and Ethan. No, was Ethan on my first? Okay.
I don't remember.
And then I went to Sting. It was Sting at the time because that's where all my friends played. All my friends played for Sting, and I wanted to play with my friends.
Coach Matt VC.
Coach VC, yeah. And then I played for Sting for 2 or 3 years?
Well, you got interrupted in the middle of Sting with an injury.
Yeah, I tore my ACL in 2024.
Sure, 7th grade.
7th grade. And then I quit. So I quit soccer for a year.
Well, you had to.
I had to because I couldn't move.
That club year, which pushed you into you tore it on. No, you had surgery on Valentine's. You tore it at the end of January.
Yeah.
So you missed the end of a club year, and then that messed up the beginning.
Yeah.
Of
so we just didn't sign because there was no point.
Yeah.
And then.
But when you came back, that's the team you're just finishing on.
Yeah.
Now.
So I came back. So I basically just took like a gap year.
Yeah.
And then
ACL year.
And then I came back and I went back to FC Dallas, and that's what I play for right now. But
that's right. And it's tryout season.
Yeah, it's tryout season.
To be determined on where you end up with this new age reshuffle.
Most likely FC Dallas again.
Yeah, we'll see. Could be. Okay. We can't do a soccer podcast without talking about your dad, right?
Yeah.
So obviously I mentioned earlier that he played at Tech with Ian and several of his other friends that he still plays with.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you describe your dad's soccer experience?
He talks about it too much, and he thinks he's so good, but
he is so good. Okay, but what's his claim to fame?
That he won state. Like twice.
Yes, so he won state. Well, I don't think they won both times.
He was captain when they won state.
Captain when they won state. We've all seen the ring. We've all seen the stadium. We've all
Yep.
pulled over on road trips and seen the stadium and
Mhm.
heard all the stories. And when we drive around the Metroplex, we get pointed out all the stadiums that Dad played all his, uh, finals and semifinals, and he remembers the score and he remembers who scored them and all the things. Okay, then tell me about soccer for you as a fan, though. Like, what teams do you support?
I like obviously FC Dallas because we have season tickets, so we go to all the games. And then I like Manchester United is my Premier League team. I really like Manchester United again because my dad likes Manchester United, so I just started watching them when I was young, and I still watch them now, and I like them.
We do have some Man U merch in the house.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
And
But
then country-wise, like
just USA.
me and
I don't
USA.
really like follow any other countries.
You don't follow them, but like you like when Argentina wins and when France wins, you're
Yeah,
okay
yeah.
with that because you love those players.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure. Yeah.
You support like player wise. Then who are some of the guys that you think are, your favorites?
Obviously Messi. Messi's obviously the GOAT, but I like. That's
Do you like Mbappe?
I like Mbappe. I mean, I don't really not like anybody, but
Right.
I don't have like favorite players, but I don't like.
Well, okay, then I hear you talk about when we're buying cleats and stuff. Some of those guys, like different guys that have different. I don't know. I can't remember all the names of them.
Yeah, there's like Holland,
Mm.
Yamal,
Mm.
Mbappe.
Lamine Yamal. He's the young guy that we
The
watched.
Barcelona
on,
dude, yeah.
Barcelona guy. So why is he talked about? Like what?
Because he was 17. No, he was 16 and he won the Euros. So like he led his team, or he didn't lead his team, but
Helped.
he was 16 and he played in the Euro in the 2024 Euros, I think, and he scored. He like played really really good, and then he like now everyone just loves him now, I guess.
So I remember watching a story about him and like me taking away from it, like, okay, he could be kind of that handing the torch from Messi to like another 10 that's like gonna come up in soccer, build, keep the sport. Is that what you kind
Yeah,
of?
he's like people are saying he's the best player in soccer right now.
There you go. Okay, I want to talk about World Cup stuff. So, do you have like a first World Cup memory?
At the roller skating rink
Yes.
in the France-Croatia game.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I didn't know if you remembered that. Dad and I were just talking about it the other night. I walk into work yesterday and I look at the TV and I'm like, is this an old World Cup? He was watching the final, France Argentina, and I said something and we were talking and I said, I remember where we were when we were watching this.
France-Argentina?
Or I don't know.
Croatia.
Maybe. One of our friends must not have been a soccer friend.
I don't know who it was.
They planned a birthday party at a skating rink during one of these big games.
Yeah, it was a World Cup final, and I was just watching on some little TV in the corner of a roller skating rink food court.
Yes, I remember all of this. I can't remember whose birthday party. I want to say it was a Henrich. It might have been. But that is so funny that you remember that too. I'm glad you remember that. Okay, but I wasn't sure what you'd say and if you even had like a first World Cup memory. I mean, you're young, so it's not like you should have a ton of World Cup memories, but the year you were born was a World Cup year, and it was Spain. They beat Netherlands 1-0 in extra time. Back then, there were only 64 matches. Do you know how many there are going to be this coming World Cup?
There's only 64 last World Cup too.
Yeah.
Like,
You're right.
it's not like
You're right.
yeah.
It just expanded.
I don't know how many there's gonna be.
104.
Jeez.
I know. This is why they keep saying it's the biggest. It's the biggest. It actually is the biggest. It's
Like
not
it's
just
the largest scale.
yeah. It's the largest tournament.
That's why it's 3 countries, right?
It's the largest with the amount of teams from 32 to 48, with the amount of matches, and with the scale of like geography that it covers with these 3 countries hosting. So I thought it was interesting in 2010. Guess who the top scorer was? You're looking at my notes.
I couldn't tell you.
Thomas Mueller. Is that how you say it? Is that how you say it?
The Germany did.
Yes, with 5 goals. Okay, then the next one was 2014.
Was that Brazil?
It was in Brazil.
Yeah.
But Germany won that
Germany
one.
won.
They beat Argentina 1-0, again in extra time. That's when you know it's like good matchups, right? When it goes in extra time. Golden Ball, so best player. Do you know who that was? Just take your generic guess.
Messi?
Yeah. But the award for youngest player for that 2014 World Cup was Pogba.
Paul Pogba.
Yeah. And then next one was 2018.
That's the one. That's the first World Cup I remember.
That's the one. That's
Yeah,
the roller skating rink
The
one.
roller skating rink.
That was France beating Croatia.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the score or anything?
4-2.
It was 4-2. They were in Russia. That was Russia.
Yeah, that was Moscow.
Russia. Top scorer was 6 goals.
Harry Kane.
Yes.
Yep.
And
I remember that.
still
He's in his prime right now. Like he's at his best
crazy.
part of his.
When I looked at that,
When
I was
he
like,
left Tottenham, that's when he's doing so much better at Bayern.
how is he
I don't know.
top scorer in 2018 and here we are and he's still like killing it? Because usually, soccer players at that level don't have.
No.
I'd say usually, but then look at like Ronaldo and Messi and these guys. Maybe they do. Maybe that's a bad stereotype that I'm throwing out there. Oh, and then best player for that 2018 tournament was Luka Modric.
Yeah.
And does he still play or he just finished?
He still plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be his last World Cup.
So he's the long blonde hair one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He plays with Pulisic
Oh, he does.
at AC Milan. Yeah.
Okay. And then the best young player
I
from
think
that tournament.
I could be wrong. That's the last time I've seen him. It
Mbappe.
was Mbappe. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is crazy because that's who I remember from that France win was Mbappe. Like he must have left a big impression on me. Okay, then the last one was 2022. That was in Qatar. So
Yeah, that I remember that.
you
That
remember?
one's-
You actually remember?
I
watching
remember
this one.
watching that one. I watched like every game.
So you know how that one ends.
Mm-hmm. The Mbappe hat trick, penalties.
Okay, yeah. So in penalty. So again in an extra time, overtime, and then pins. So Argentina beats France 4-2. 8 goals, like you said, Mbappe. So he scored a hat trick in the final.
Yeah.
Which has only been, I think, only done one more time. Which is crazy, right? When you think about it. Like, even just scoring a goal in the World Cup, A. and
Yeah.
then getting to the final, B. And then scoring 3. But I
Yeah.
think 2 were pens or something. But which is fine.
No, one. I'm pretty sure one was a pen.
I'm not trying to take that away from him, but 8 goals in the tournament. And then best player was Messi.
Let's see. Of course.
And then young player, I don't know who this is. You know?
Is it the Argentinian? Is it Fernandez?
Yeah, Enzo Fernandez.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah.
Is he? So that was the best young player 4 years ago. Is he still?
He'll be there.
He's a thing. He's just, who does he play for?
I have no clue.
Probably. Is it not Argentina? I didn't look.
Oh no, he plays for Argentina.
he plays for Argentina.
I
You
just
just
thought
don't
you
know
meant
the
club.
club.
I don't know what club.
No, I don't either. Okay, so good. I didn't know what much you remembered, but so 3 of those in your lifetime have gone into extra time, and then penalties. So, do you like when a game goes into penalties? Do you think?
Depends. Like, yeah, I feel like, cause like when I'm at FC Dallas and we're at a playoff game and I just want to go home, then no, cause like,
Okay,
but
as a fan,
watching,
though,
yeah, it makes it more interesting. If I don't care, like if I'm not a fan of a team in the game, yeah, sure.
right? But if you have a dog in the hunt and you're like, I really want my team to win,
No, you don't want it to go to
right? Part of me thinks if it goes to pins, it's like a toss up.
yeah,
It's
you don't want it to.
It's luck of that goalie's day.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want it to go to pins. You want to win on the field,
Yeah.
like in regular time.
Because anybody can be anybody in penalties.
Okay, let's switch over to talk about Team USA for this coming up World Cup. So when we're recording this, I don't know when I'm gonna get it out the door, but when we're recording this, the USA roster hasn't been announced
No, it
yet.
comes
It's
out
coming
next
up
week.
in a couple days, so this might come out after that. But regardless, so let's talk about who we think or who we hope is going to be on there. Well, go ahead. Throw out any names that you expect to see out there.
Obviously, Pulisic, McKinney, Adams.
Do you think Christian Pulisic is the best player in the U.S. or for the U.S.?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
I do too. I mean, we've liked him forever, and I think he's like a silent leader type. So I think like that's obviously a no-brainer unless something injury-wise changes his tournament. But yeah, Weston McKennie, Tyler Adams. So Tim Weah, is it Weah? I don't know.
Yeah.
Weah or
Weah.
Weah. So I just learned a lot about him watching that.
The documentary.
Yeah, what's it called?
I don't know. Return to Glory or something.
No,
like that.
this one's like All Eyes on USA.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
Dad's gonna kill me because we just watched it, and he was like, "What a cool title," and I already forgot it. But it's that 4-part, I think, series. But I didn't know his dad was also a national.
Dad won the Ballon d'Or.
What?
His dad won the Ballon d'Or.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, in like
Oh,
1996.
Okay, I
or
didn't
something.
realize that. Okay, yeah. See, I didn't know all of his like soccer royalty heritage. Matt Turner is probably going to be out there. Chris Richards,
Matt Turner?
right?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't pay attention to like.
I mean, on the things I've heard and read,
I don't really pay attention to the back.
the back,
Yeah.
back half of the field. Chris Richards, Tim Ream. I don't know.
He's
if I get
old.
that.
He's
Right.
really old.
Anthony Robinson, Serginho Dest.
Yeah.
Is that right? Serginho. And then Tanner Tessman's name is in the mix still, which I know, right? I was like, I
Yeah.
mean, we love Tanner.
Yeah. There's 2 FC Dallas people playing.
But
in the
he's
World
been on
Cup.
this podcast. But I don't know if he'll be in the mix or not. Say that again.
There's 2 FC Dallas people playing in the World Cup.
In the World
Peter
Cup.
Musa and that Haitian guy.
Yes.
Who is that?
Oh,
Dietzen.
Dietzen.
Yeah.
Yes. That Haitian guy is Donald Dietzen. Yes.
I don't know.
And then Berhalter's on this list of maybes. We just saw him play here at Toyota Stadium like a week ago. Malik Tillman, Aronson, Diego Luna. So we also saw him play a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago. And there's mixed reactions in the crowd, like, I was like, oh, he'll be playing in the World Cup. And people are like, I don't know. I don't know if he will. What's your thought on if he will?
I don't know. That's the first time. That's like the second time I've watched him ever.
Well, we saw him in CONCACAF at AT&T like a year or two
Yeah,
ago.
that's the second time I've watched
That's
him.
the first time I ever noticed him. I was like, who is that blonde guy out there? He was a
He
go-getter.
played in all the friendlies and stuff, and he like played a lot and like scored.
Yeah, so he might be out there. And then Gio Reyna and Balogun and Pepe is on the maybe list still.
I think Balogun will be the starting forward.
You do?
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of like on social people saying who's going to score their first goal. And a lot of people say, do you want to answer that first of all?
I don't know.
A lot of people say Balogun or Weston McKennie
Mm-hmm.
and Pulisic, which for those of you listening who don't know, Weston McKennie has FC Dallas ties as well. Like a lot of these guys on this list does. Weston, Chris Richards
Pepe,
was through, Pepe, Ricardo Pepe, Tanner Tessman. Yeah, a lot of the guys that'll be out on that field for Team USA came through Frisco. We're FC Dallas guys, either in the development stages or in the first team or like I grew up here playing. Okay, real quick, I want to talk about positions in soccer because like you guys throw all this jargon out a lot, and I when I grew up playing, I was never at a level where I was like tactical enough to talk about soccer in number positions. Like I'm more of like I know number positions in baseball because I know how to keep score and I know the 1, 2, 3 through 9. I know it, but I don't talk soccer like that. But I just kind of want to get like your input. You guys do, right? Like in the club, like do y'all when you're coach or when y'all talk, is that part is talking in positions like via numbers a part of a conversation?
It's different for every coach. So like in school, we didn't use numbers.
You don't.
We just used
The names.
you're playing that, you're playing that. And then but in club coaches like play the 7, play like the 7, play the 6, play the 8, play 10, like
So your high school soccer coaches are just like you're a forward, you're a winger, you're a midfielder or something. Okay. So then what do you play?
I've moved around a lot. So right now I'm playing forward and winger, but I want to play center mid because I'm littler and I feel like I do better at center mid because I'm not ginormous.
I want to know, how do you keep up with soccer? Like, how do you consume the sport of soccer?
I have an app on my phone.
An app on your phone. Can you tell me what the app is called?
Foot Mob.
Foot Mob?
Foot Mob, yeah.
What is that? Never heard of it.
It like gives me updates and I like have like pinned teams. Like whenever games are about to start, it like adds it to my home screen and it says game starting in 15 minutes. And then like during the game it has the score on my home screen.
Huh.
And it gives me like transfer notices and like all that stuff. Like Michael Carrick got named as the what's opposite of temporary? Permanent manager for Manchester
I
United.
saw something that for Man U.
And then
They were changing managers. So So I just never know. Like every time I tell you about something in soccer,
Kept
you're like,
leaving
I know.
Man City
I already
from
know.
that.
You know everything before I know it. I'm like old school, more traditional way of like hearing news come down the pipe. But you always know, even if we're in the same house and you're upstairs, and I say, "Oh, this just happened," or if we're watching and a play just happened, you're like, "I know, I saw that goal." I'm like, how do you know? And
Because like when I go upstairs, I'm just y'all just I don't watch the game. I put it on my other screen. Like I actually I don't I watch I multitask. I like multitasking when I watch stuff. So like if I don't care that much, I'm not just gonna sit and watch
but what are you watching it on? Like you're not sitting in front of a TV,
my computer, like my PC.
PC.
Like when I'm playing video games and stuff, I just put it on my
You
other
have
monitor.
a different screen on a computer.
Mhm.
But it's like, like how do you pull it up on your computer on a website? Like
On
streaming?
DirecTV, yeah,
Oh, okay. See, I don't know.
yeah.
That's just I
Like
can
at
assume
school
it's so
though,
different
at
than
school
you.
though, we have to like. It's hard because everything's blocked.
You know, you're not supposed to be watching soccer at
Mhm.
school,
Yeah.
right?
Like Champions League's always at 2:00 on Tuesdays at school, so like it's hard to watch it.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be.
Mhm.
So it's not meant to be watched by you at 2:00 on a Tuesday. Just to wrap up, what for World Cup this summer? What are you looking forward to? What teams or players or countries, whatever, or players like are you most excited to see what happens out there?
So like, Lamine Yamal's first World Cup, obviously,
Okay.
but like it's like the generations are changing right now because it's all like Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar. It's all their last World Cup, but then like Lamine Yamal, Elise, all their first World Cup. So it's like a mixture right now because like all these new guys weren't here last World Cup,
Right.
and all these old guys won't be here next World Cup. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The young guys play differently though.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know. Elise's like, they just play different. Like
How do you think?
it's because it's stuff we've never seen before. Like
Like their
they're just like,
skills?
yeah,
their
they're like
touches?
flashy.
The way they
Yeah, like everyone says they don't want to be normal. They want to be like Lamine Yamal.
Okay. That's right. Okay. Anything else for World Cup before we wrap up?
I think this will be the best USA has done in a World Cup. Like it's in a while.
Yes.
This is the best team on paper. This is the best USA team. Like that we've seen.
I agree.
We have a couple good players, but then everyone else is just MLS.
Yeah. I mean,
Like other teams, everyone on their team is Europe.
top leagues.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the difference.
Like
That's
Spain,
where we're still.
Spain doesn't
yeah.
have anybody in the MLS.
Yeah.
Like
Well, they don't have to. They're ahead of.
Yeah.
They're decades and decades ahead of our leagues and talent level. But there's also a chance that depending on how USA plays, that they end up getting to play here in
yeah, and we go watch.
Dallas Stadium. That's one of the tickets we have. So, fingers crossed. I think that would be really cool. We've seen Team USA play at that stadium a couple times before,
Yeah, but not real World Cup.
but not in a World Cup match. So it'd be a whole different vibe. It doesn't really matter to me who plays in those knockout round stages that we'll get to go to. It's going to be great regardless.
It's just the experience.
Just the experience. And if they made it out of their group and they're in that stage, they're
Even better.
good. No, I'm just saying they're good, right?
Yeah.
You don't just accidentally make it out of your World Cup group.
You don't make the World Cup if you're not good.
This is true. This is true. All right.
Italy didn't make the World Cup.
That's crazy, right? Yeah.
Mhm. Bosnia beat them. Bosnia and Herzegovina.
There's some teams that have never been in the World Cup that made it here
Yeah.
because of the expanded field. So there's so much that's going to be really awesome to watch, and all the storylines and just the different aspects of this one that we've never seen before. It'll be great to watch it unfold, and it's coming soon. So, all right, Jack. Well, happy summer. Thanks for coming here on your
Yep.
last day of school and talking with us. And
having me.
Yeah, and chatting soccer with me.
Yep.
All right. And thank you for joining us for this episode of Hustle and Pro. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and YouTube and listen however you get your podcasts. And we'll see you next episode. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Hustle and Pro. Subscribe on YouTube and check us out on Instagram, and we'll see you next episode.